Wireframe illustration is a useful way to give your designs a technical aesthetic. I'll show you how to make your own unique 3D mesh wireframes in today's Adobe Illustrator tutorial. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. Okay, so with the mesh wireframe, they typically all have the same look as it uses a generic rectangular grid which is wrapped or morphed around a shape. However, we can make this look more interesting and come up with our own different styles to create a unique mesh grid. Let's start off with a square by using the rectangle tool, and you simply just want to click anywhere on the artboard to bring up the rectangle tool's width and height options window. We'll create a grid which is 800 by 800 pixels. Let's flip the solid fill over to a stroke, then I'm going to use a purple for the stroke colour. Now the way this will work is if all the artwork we create are from stroke paths only, we can't use shapes or compound paths for this. Everything has to be a stroke path. The pattern I'm going to create is like a liquid blob style pattern. So start off with 4 circles in a 2x2 grid. To make sure they are perfectly aligned, make sure you have Smart Guides enabled. You can find this option by going to View and then just selecting Smart Guides. Next you want to select all 4 shapes, then drag it over by holding down the Alt and Shift key. Ideally you want to do this in one go, as we can then press Ctrl D to transform again and again, until we have a few duplicates to play with. Once you've duplicated the shapes, select all of them and resize down so they fit within the square. While they're still selected, press Shift M on the keyboard for the Shape Builder tool. Then with the Shape Builder tool selected, we could just want to merge 2 circles which sit the opposite ends to each other in a diagonal direction. Once you've done the first one, just alternate the process all the way along the shapes. Now select all the shapes again and create a duplicate by holding down the Alt and Shift key. Drag down to create another row. With all the shapes still selected, go to Object, Transform, Reflect, and then reflect them along the horizontal axis. Finally, select both rows and duplicate again by holding down the Alt and Shift key. Then continuously press Ctrl D to transform again until the rows reach the bottom. Make a selection around everything and group everything together. This will now form the basis of our mesh. Next, create a shape you want to use to apply the mesh to. I'm going to use a simple ellipse. Make sure the ellipse is at the top of your layer stack, then select both the mesh and the ellipse shape and go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Top Object. You should see the mesh morph around the shape. If it didn't work, make sure you're only using paths and that the pattern doesn't contain any solid shapes or compound shapes. And there you have it. If you learned something new, feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give me a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in learning more, I suggest you check out one of these videos. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one.